ladies and gentlemen, for joining the Discipline Therapy podcast tonight with your two hosts, the fabulous Mr. E.L. Discipline, and with him always, myself, Suhey Sotomayor.
You introduced me first this time.
Hey, I like to switch things up on them, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, army fatigue, cause I'm dressed for war. Yo soy papi Terminator.
Oh, Lord.
Just let my inner lion roar. It is Discipline Therapy Thursdays, and that means y'all fiends. So we have your dose weekly of Discipline Therapy where everything is completely free. You want to tell them what's free?
Well, if you subscribe.
It's for free.
And we're sucker.
Free.
Sensitive.
Free.
Something else.
Judgment.
Judgment.
Free.
And, did I say sensitive?
Hey. Free. And plenty of liberty. God and the ancient ancestors are great, and that means everything else is straight. So go grab your wine, popcorn, or roll a blunt. But the main thing is make sure the children are in bed. Why? Because we have that soul food and sometimes vulgar conversations. Prepare your mind to be fed. Light one up, inhale life, and exhale strife. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, you are tuned into the Discipline Therapy Podcast.
We're here. All right. So before I introduce the topic, you know what we do. You should already know what I'm gonna do with this. So to clear the energies, and we can have good show today.
Say routine, yeah.
Ritual. There we go.
All right.
All right. So tonight's episode 39. I don't like that you're wearing fatigues.
Sorry. First of all, we're gonna shout out to our sponsors, Jam House Music Studios, located in Lindenhurst, New York. We're also on the major listening platforms such as Amazon Music, Spotify, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Deezer, Castbox, Overcast, and many more.
Thank you. And also a reminder, guys, hit that subscribe button, that like, comment, and share. Yep. So you could get the notifications. You won't miss the show.
All right.
All right. So episode 39.
Mm-hmm.
And I was excited for this topic until you said that you're ready for war. And now I'm kind of scared. So episode 39 is naked/half naked images, twerking, and OnlyFans on social media. Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's not ready for war with you. I don't believe you do that.
No,
so
I don't,
it has nothing to do with you.
No, no, I know, but you know how I am. I like to play the devil's advocate. So while I don't twerk and I don't have an OnlyFans, I'm gonna just be the voice of the unheard.
Okay, so first bullet point I have is can these type of women find quality men? I'm
gonna go with, what do you think?
How you answer a question with a question?
Right? That's because
you're fired.
Years of practice.
You're fired.
No, quality men. I guess it depends on your definition of what quality men are.
Okay, so quality men to me is synonymous with high value. Now, if people go back to BDSM 103, episode 16, season 2, they will see what I think of high value. But just to elaborate further on what I didn't, on what that is a high value is not equate to money. That's what I stated in there.
That's right.
High value is you're on your purpose. You are in your divine masculine. You are not a slave to your sexual desires. You
like somebody who just vibrates on a higher level.
You are confident. You vibrate on a high level, but is also okay. Some men are high value in specific environments. So I mean quality in being high value in all environments. That's also synonymous with being a dominant.
Okay.
So just to brief, a man that is high value in let's say for example he runs a boardroom.
Okay.
He walks to the head of the table and it's like, I want you to do this. How's the clothing line? How's the sports team? Like Dom, and they're still unfinished business. He does that. Like a man like that is high value in his boardroom. But when he goes out in let's say a bar, he's not. His energy is more submissive. His energy is more passive or whatever. He's not as high value. When he goes into, let's say a hospital or school, like for what he does, you're not high value there. You're not important.
Right.
Like who are you?
Right.
You go to the hospital. Oh, I want to see this person. Who are you?
Right.
Like we're high value here. Us doctors and nurses. So there's certain people who are high value in different places. You know what I'm saying? Specifics, environmental. So these men who are high value, they're like equate to quality men. These men, like I said, they're not slaves to their desires. They're honest with themselves. They know themselves. They don't need validation from people. They're leaders, not followers. They inspire. They don't follow. You know what I'm saying? They're also on top of their game. They don't have to make 6 figures. They can make 70,000 a year, 80,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? But they're on their purpose, and it's like they move at the beat of their own drum. So if they want to go out to the club, they do. If they don't, they're homebodies. Like, they don't allow other people to influence them. So if you don't go out, you're boring. Like, remember this is chess not checkers. I said some people think I'm boring,
right?
But my boring and your boring are different.
2 different things.
So you know what I'm saying? He doesn't, like, I don't care what they think. This is a person that doesn't need validation. That's a high value person.
Then to answer that question, I'm gonna go with sometimes. Because at the end of that, I'm going to tell you why. But at the end of that quality man, that high status man, that all that, at the end of the day, he's still a man. And while they may not act on their urges, you've stated many times before, you're still a man. You enjoy the twerking. You like to see it visually. You wouldn't go and be like, "Hi, how are you, ma'am? I'd like to take you out on a date," because of this. But another quality man, it might catch his attention for a minute.
What you're doing is you're doing the feminist thing.
I'm the feminist voice dance. Of the thing.
Yeah, you're doing the feminist dance. Let me tell you something. When I see that, of course I'm a man. I like it, and I stated it.
Yeah, that's why I said.
No. Let me elaborate what you said on what you said further. I said, what did I say? It's not. I don't want it for the public.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I don't even like seeing it on social media if I'm with my nephew or my 2-year-old niece.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Because now they're seeing what that is. Like, when I'm hanging out with them, they come over, I put on cartoons. I don't let them watch what I watch. You understand what I'm saying? My thing is, I like that as a man. I like for my sub to strip for me. I like for my sub to twerk for me. Being out in the public, I feel like it shouldn't be. You understand what I'm saying?
I agree with you.
So therefore, if I feel like a woman's body is her temple and it should be valued more, right? But I see that in private, I feel special. This is within our privacy of our home or whatever it is.
Right.
Now, if I see this out and a million guys see this, why am I going to
What's special
approach
about it now?
you?
Right.
Why am I going to try to build something with you? You know what I'm saying? A guy like that's quality or whatever it is, he might start talking to her and say he just wants to smash. And that is just a man who's at his high consciousness and who's a bull, who's a lion. Because a lot of men are not, so they're going to lie. He might just say, "Yeah, I want to get to know you. I want to build something." But in reality, I just want to smash.
Right.
You a whore. Like, I just want, like, you look like you got some good pussy. Like, I just want to smash. You know what I'm saying? He might do that. The moment he finally gets it, he goes ghost. She doesn't know what's wrong. But in his mind, he's like, I don't owe her an explanation. This is what she's doing. You know what I'm saying? How am I going to wife her? That would be dumb. You see what I'm saying? This is in his mind. So in a way, it's like they're both playing games. He's realizing she's doing that for attention, to get other people, whatever. Okay, I'm going to play the game too, and I'm going to get that because I want a piece of it. Because it's visually attractive.
Right.
A quality man, high value man might do that. But when it comes to, can they get these type of men as far as being relationship? Longevity. Longevity. You know what I'm saying? Definitely not.
Unless when he tried it just to get it so he could get that ass and there was a spark, then maybe, but probably not.
No, 100% not. Because let me educate you on alpha males. Let me educate you on dominant men.
Okay.
We're possessive. We're territorial. So I just broke it down earlier. When she's doing that and thousands of people could see it, it's already a turnoff. But the irony is his loins are still, you know, he still wants to have sex with her, but it's a turnoff as far as longevity. Mentally. I don't want you to meet my son. I don't want you to meet my daughter. I don't want you to be my family. I don't want to marry you. I don't want to make you my girlfriend, submissive, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's more like I'm not getting anything special here.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why they won't get them. They will get their attention, but what attracts a man's attention won't inspire his respect. When you get with a man long term, you want him to respect you. Because that scenario I mentioned earlier about the guy who pretended and then once he got the pussy, he was ghost, he never respected her.
Right. That's
because respect would have been, yo, girl, this is why I don't want to talk to you. It's kind of like courtesy.
Yeah.
He went ghost,
that
though.
Would be the
he
right
went
thing.
ghost because he don't owe you shit. In his mind, he don't owe you shit. This is what you're doing. Whatever. You're a whore. Like, I don't respect you, but I still want the pussy. You see what I'm saying?
That's not how we feel on the Discipline Therapy podcast.
Yeah, it's not, but I'm just doing...
No, I know. The second bullet. Can an alpha/dominant man date an ex-stripper, ex-sex worker, etc.? Or...
Yeah, I just said it.
Right, but let me ask... I want to ask you...
Longevity?
I want to ask you, though. Have you dated an ex-stripper, ex-sex worker, or any of that?
Ex-stripper.
Did it make you feel a type of way knowing that she used to do that, or no?
No, because she did that early on in her life. Teens, early 20s type of stuff.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? So if she's in her like late 30s and she's saying that to me, man, I've done some bad stuff. I'm not gonna talk about. You know what I'm saying? So and it's like I've done some stuff too.
Right. So you're not gonna judge.
That I use that to get to where I am now. So if you use that to get to where you are, I'm not judging you because this is not how you think anymore, right?
Right.
You don't really want to get on social media and turn your clothes off. She's like, no. Okay, cool. We good then.
Okay.
If this is how you still think, no. You see what I'm saying?
Do you think that would you think like, okay, she is a stripper. Let me talk to her and see, and because she's attractive and her mind is good, before you found out she was actually stripping, then do you think I could get her to stop?
Oh, if she's a stripper currently?
Yeah.
Hell no.
No, you won't even attempt it. Gotcha.
No.
Okay.
If she's a stripper currently, no way. No way. Like it could be visually attractive. Like I don't go to the strip club, but I've been there.
Right.
And when it's funny because when I've been there, I've just I've flirted with the bartenders. They're the ones that don't get attention. So I've flirted with them. I've had strippers that have bartenders. I've had strippers who have come to me. Let me give you a massage. Oh my God, look at your muscles for free. You know what I'm saying? I saw one stripper. She was working that pole. I was like, yo, change these bills. I just wanna, cause I appreciate a hard worker. Right. She's working that pole. Ain't nobody throwing shit. Let me throw. But I'm not a weekly guy like that. Like that's not my thing. Like I got my own personal one. Why do I need to go somewhere and spend money? You see, I could just call somebody. You understand? So I don't need to do that. But if I saw that right away, no. That's also like an ex-porn star. Ex-porn star, no. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's fresh. Like, yo, I just got out the game like 3 years ago. I'm an ex-porn star. No. We go out to dinner, somebody knows you, I'm going to get pissed off if it's a constant thing. No. Hey, you're that. Can I get a picture? So, and then after the picture, he's like, so how do you swallow dick like golf balls?
Oh, my God.
You understand how uncomfortable that type of a fan? You understand what I'm saying?
Totally.
Like, that's going to piss you off as an alpha male. You understand?
I'm sure it would.
Yeah, so that, no, I'm not, you know. So, and I'm also going to feel a type of way if, okay, let me break it down. I can't date an actress who does sex scenes constantly or intimate scenes.
Okay.
Even though they're acting like I'm so possessive. I'm a Scorpio. I'm so territorial that the moment I could see it on TV and I'm like, yo, she's kissing him like she kissed me. Like, what the fuck is she doing? Like, they're having sex. Like, I'm going to feel a type of way. I don't care if they're acting. That's the same thing as the porn star thing.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to want her to do that. The moment she does it, I'm going to say, listen, all these sex scenes and intimate scenes, you have to tell the executives you're not doing it. Get somebody else. You can still act, but you're not doing this.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Where other men could, I don't have a problem with it. Yeah, make your money, girl. No.
Interesting.
So that's the same thing with that. So, yeah.
Monetizing thoughtness.
What do you think about that? OnlyFans.
Well, I mean, I know that
Okay, let's be clear. Not everything that women do on OnlyFans is like
sex.
Yeah, explicit.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
graphic.
I know that I've heard that because I've never been on an OnlyFans. I don't know. I've heard that not everything.
I haven't been on it either, just to cut you off. But I've seen women that they've posted, like, okay, let's say a woman posted a shirtless pic. She puts emojis covering her nipples.
Yeah, and then
she got a thong, and she says, "Want the rest? Go to my OnlyFans." You have an idea now what it's gonna consist of. Okay, she's gonna be bare.
Yeah,
she's going to be bare. Go ahead.
I personally wouldn't. I put it like this: when I found out about the OnlyFans, I was just in awe. Like, wow, we're this is where we're at now. Like, we're gonna just
that person that made $22,000 off it. I don't even know who they were.
An actress.
Then everybody else started following. Oh my God, I can make money on this.
She ruined it for them.
Yes.
Though.
Here's what I have to say about that. I don't think it's gonna last 5-10 years. Because
I don't think so either.
You know why? Like, I think people are so fickle that, yo, what's the flavor of the month? Okay, that. What's the flavor of the year? Okay, that. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Like, OnlyFans is predicated off, like, I feel like simps and beta males who are supporting that. That's like guys that go to the strip club every week. It's like that.
Right.
You know, to each their own. Do what you want to do. But in my opinion, they're simps. They're beta males. This is virtual stripping now. That's what I see it as. Now you're paying a monthly whatever to do it. These is predominantly it. Because think about it, right? A woman who is old school, traditional, whatever, she's not gonna subscribe.
No.
A woman who's bisexual might. Also, a woman who's just nosy might.
I mean, maybe. I'm not trying to.
But women,
you've called me nosy. There's no way in hell I'm gonna go pay an OnlyFans.
I'm not saying you're in that category.
No.
It might be another woman who's nosier than you. Yo, I'm just want to know. $5 ain't nothing. $20 ain't nothing.
Isn't it like a month you have to pay?
I don't know.
That's
I'm
what
just
I'm
throwing
saying.
hypotheticals. But you know what I'm saying? They might just say, "Oh, I want to see what she's gonna do." You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that the men are the ones that's funding this. Those are those are the consumers.
Well, I also feel like it was popping, or rather, it's popping now because of the pandemic.
Absolutely.
Like, it came about when everybody was stuck at home. Nobody could go out. You were stuck with the same person in the house for months at a time. You know, and OnlyFans, of course, that was going to pop up and go
now,
boom.
Because now a lot of these women that are going into OnlyFans, they're teens, they're in their early 20s, and it's like, I'm looking at it like, what are you gonna do as far as longevity? Now, like I said, I don't judge the strippers or whatever. They had to do what they had to do. Now, if you're still stripping, it's 20 years you're still stripping, there's something wrong.
Yeah, it's a problem.
You understand what I'm saying? But if you use that to now
pay for
be an
school,
entrepreneur or whatever it is, fine. But these women think that they're going to get hot off of this and they're going to be hot for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
And it's like, I look at it like, yo, looks fade.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you don't see no fucking 60-year-old models still modeling. You don't see that unless they got surgery or whatever it is. You don't see that. Looks fade. You know what I'm saying? They're not thinking of whether it's capital or whatever. They're thinking more of notoriety. They're not thinking longevity. You know what I'm saying? That's what is going to fuck them up. You know, these women who engage in this, they can't claim to be feminists either.
Okay, this is where I'm going to have to go up against with you. a little bit. And not because I believe in it. Not because I agree with it, but because I feel like a feminist, okay, so a feminist is a woman that says I can do for myself, right? On my own.
Not just that. She advocates for women's rights.
Right. Okay. So isn't it then
equal pay and
right.
And
so
respect.
Isn't it then a woman's right to be able to do this if she wants to? That's the argument.
That sounds like a feminist answer.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. That is what their reply is going to be. It is my right. I am choosing to be to take off my clothes because I want to, not because somebody else is telling me to. That is what I'm going to say their reply would be.
Let me I have a rebuttal.
Yeah. This is why I do it, to hear.
This is why I said they can't be feminists.
Okay.
Since the dawn of early civilization, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? The lineage of men and women. Women has been always viewed as lesser in all capacities.
Mm-hmm.
The lesser genes and everything.
Mm-hmm.
They have also always been viewed as sex objects. You guys belong in the kitchen. You guys y'all just useful for breeding and nurturing children, right? Them doing this doesn't elevate women because you're putting yourself in this same category to be empowered, in my opinion, and have men respect you. Because this is the real feminists. The real feminists are feminists because they want equal rights. They want respect. They want equal pay. They want, if I can do what a man do, can you pay me equally? They advocate women empowerment. This is not empowering women. It's making them less. It's making them seem like, oh, you just want to do OnlyFans? Oh, you just good to only be a stripper? You can't use your brain? Great, because that's all I think of you as. It's like people like Donald Trump think of women like this. So you're not changing his thoughts. You understand what I'm saying?
No, 100%.
Because he doesn't respect women. He probably married his wife because he's like, oh, she's foreign. She knows how to cook, clean, and stuff like that.
Think she knows how to cook.
You understand what I'm saying? She deserves to be in the kitchen and stuff like that. This could probably be his mentality. Those type of men that think like him, they're not respecting these women. These women are not changing their thoughts by doing this. That's why I say they can't be.
But those type of men, do their thoughts get changed for feminists that don't, who aren't about OnlyFans and twerking and all that? Oh, okay.
Because think about it. We have a female vice president now. We have females now in Congress. And they're all over these places. CEOs, Fortune 500 companies. You see what I'm saying? These young women should aspire to be like them.
Yes.
These women, if they want to preach feminism, I'm like this for them. You understand what I'm saying?
But when it comes to this specific topic, I think the feminists that are preaching this is not about, oh yeah, take your clothes off. I think it's more about being
women
able
could
to
do whatever
it
they want to do
if they want to, right? And
women
not being told.
Women could do whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
It's a stupid mentality. That's just my opinion. It's a stupid
mentality. But I think it's because of what you said. All the years and centuries of men keeping their finger down, on the woman.
Listen. I will say, you don't ever hear men saying this.
Well,
you don't ever hear men saying this. Men could do whatever they want to do. We're better.
That's because men have been doing whatever they want to do.
Okay, here's the thing. Let me say this to play devil's advocate. Men could do whatever they want to do. Men go out there and run in the street naked. Most likely he's going to get arrested. But go do that. Because it's your right as a man to do that. And can't nobody tell you shit. Women that are saying this are not thinking. That's why I say it's dumb. Because you look, okay, I'm going to break it down the best way I could break it down. Y'all have power. Y'all using your powers asininely. You know what I'm saying? It's asinine the way you're using your power. Use your power in a conducive, positive way. If you're saying, oh, I'm going to use my power as women's rights and stuff to do whatever I want to do, I'm going to go out naked because I want a reaction. you're setting yourself up for a lot of bad negativity.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying?
I agree.
Women that are saying that, that's why I'm saying they can't be that and preach both ways. You're in one foot in, one foot out. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like a nudist and say, oh, I'm paying for my nudes and stuff and still be a feminist. You know what I'm saying? Because you're saying, oh yeah, we have the right to do that. You can't tell us what to do. You can't tell us how to make our money.
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, we as men can't have an opinion. We as men can't say how you want to do your money.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Yes,
Everybody has an opinion.
No, especially men. You know why?
No.
Because we are the consumers. And I'm gonna break down this analogy.
Consumers of?
I'm gonna break down this analogy. When I graduated college and I worked for this corporation and I became a manager, I was young, still dumb, not finding myself. I didn't know how to be a manager. So I was still learning. When you get power too early, it goes to your head. So now what happened was I got into an argument with a customer and they were like, oh, this is that. I'm like, well, you heard about, I'll never forget this. You heard about the saying customers are always right? Well, that's wrong. I don't know who told you, but that's wrong. She left. Oh, you did it. And I was like, yo, I don't care who you call. You could call corporate. I don't care. You don't pay my salary. Key word.
She's like, actually, I do.
No, she didn't say that.
Oh.
But as I got older and I was still managing, I learned that was dumb because I didn't know. I learned, wait a minute, they do. Because without them, you have no business. Without them, you need the surveys, these metrics. This is what builds your bonus. The customers.
Right.
So the customer is always right. I, as a man, could be a potential customer.
Right. These
women are like, they're not taking constructive criticism. They're already taking, oh, you can't do this. They're already in attack mode. You can't. Yes, I can tell you what to do. 95% of your consumers are men. So if we want to say shit, we can say shit.
Right.
That's why when we first started this podcast, and I wasn't going to do YouTube.
Oh.
I wasn't going to YouTube. Remember? You were like, oh, we got to. I was like, oh, maybe you're right. When we started season 1, how many episodes did we do with just audio and having the books and memes pop up? You know what feedback I got?
What?
You're so sexy. You're so handsome.
Oh,
I like how you guys interact. Why don't you show yourself more? This episode, I had to go to the audio platforms because I saw that you weren't here. I didn't get attacked. I was like, yo, these are consumers. Maybe they're right. So I took it. I was like, you know what? I came to you. I was like, we got to have every episode visual because that's incentive. That is a bonus for them to come to the YouTube. Yeah, they can hear us on the audio platform, but coming on YouTube, they see how we interact. They see how we're dressed today.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They're the consumers. So if they say something like that, I have to take it to consideration. Not somebody that's like, oh, your nose looked big today. How the fuck that's gonna help me?
Right.
Oh,
like the nitpickers.
You
that can't find nothing else to say.
You know, your tattoos look good. Okay, thank you. Did you watch the show? Like, that's not helping me.
Right.
But something that's helping the show and stuff like that, I'm gonna take as considered. That's what these women should do if they want to get into this. Stop saying that we men can't tell you what to do because we built everything that you're using. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was physical strength or whatever it is, scientists, whatever it was, since the dawn of civilization, men have done this. Men have given you platforms to be on OnlyFans, to have microphones and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So when you're saying, oh, you don't know a woman, you shouldn't have an opinion, you can't tell a woman, well, yeah, I can. Not just because of the ancestry of a man, but because I could be a potential customer. See how I used the analogy when I was working for the corporation? That's the same thing.
Right, but these women who have their OnlyFans and they're popping, it's just like you said, it's because those beta simp men are making them pop.
And also these women have low self-esteem. They're social media strippers, video vixens. They like for likes and attention. To each your own. But this is just the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're selling sex.
Yeah.
And this is not synonymous with women power. That's why I say they can't do. This shit is like a fish on land. It doesn't last. It doesn't work. You can't be about women empowerment and we want to be respected as women, but meanwhile, let that girl take her clothes off. She's not going to be respected as a woman now. I'm not going to want to open the door for her. I'm not going to want to be a gentleman. I'm not going to want to do nothing. If I talk to this woman, bitch, I'm going to just send you a dick pic. Because that's what you deserve. Bitch. And you deserve the title bitch. Because I'm not even going to call you a queen because that's what it is. This is mentality of some men. So you might be like, yo, bitch, what's up? You want to suck this dick? I'll pay $7K. I'll pay $7K. Show me a titty. See what I'm saying? This is the result of it. That's why I say women have power to control the outcome. And they, you know what I'm saying? When they're saying, oh yeah, women empowerment and stuff like that. And then they're saying, but women taking their clothes off, walking in the street, women taking their clothes off on OnlyFans and doing this, they can still do it because it's women empowerment. No, it's not. Y'all are now viewed as sex objects, and that's not empowerment. Y'all are backtracking. Y'all are not elevating.
You're going backwards.
Yeah, y'all are not elevating. We see a woman on OnlyFans. We're not going to think of her being in a corporate environment. Yo, nowadays, they're watching everything.
Oh, yeah.
They're doing background checks on everything. So the moment they go and you trying to get a job or whatever it is, and they're like, movies, whatever it is, movies, film, all this other shit, they're going to be like, let's look at her IG. Let's look at her Facebook.
All that
it's open.
Up.
She got her OnlyFans? Because you know these executives, they're doing their homework. That's their job.
Or they could be those simpy men that are paying for it.
Not just the executives. We're talking about they. And if they want to know who they is, they need to go to the conspiracy theories.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? But they are also watching it. You see what I'm saying? So longevity, it's like, let's say you have a child one day, 2, 3, and now it's like, damn, I didn't know you was doing this. I want to do it too. No, baby, that's not for you to do. That's like if I ever I'm gonna have kids, but when I have kids and they come to me like, oh, what's that? I want to get tattoos. Yo, let's do it. You gotta be at least 17, 18 or whatever. If you're 17, I don't know. They might change the laws. I'll sign for you, but I'm gonna be there and do it. What?
You have to be 18 and the parent can't sign.
Oh, okay. So you know what I'm saying? But I would want to be there. Yeah. What you getting? That's me. They wanna smoke cannabis or whatever. Oh, do that shit in front of me. You know what I'm saying? This is me. Right. But you might have those parents who are like, yo,
yeah, we did bad. No.
Yeah, don't do that. But it's like you're a hypocrite because you did that. You see what I'm saying? So it's like they're not thinking of it. They're thinking right now. Yeah. They're not thinking longevity. They're not thinking, yo, we always say what we say could travel 10 years, 5 years from now. The videos, they're there. They're
not thinking, oh, their kid is gonna. Their kid in school, one of their friends is. I saw your mom on the computer.
Yes.
And you know what's bad? That even though now some of the OnlyFans, from what I understand, isn't all about sex. You hear OnlyFans, and it's automatically. That's what I think. It's all sex. It's just porn.
I feel 85% of these women just don't have father figures in their life. They don't have dominant men. This is one of the reasons that they're like this. They're young and misguided. These young and misguided women are possessed with validation on social media. It's like, it's almost like if you're popping on social media, you made it. It's like, oh, having a fat ass and big tits and a decent face is synonymous to a master's degree. Yeah. No, it's not. It starts young. It starts young. And I remember the time I didn't have a cell phone until I was like a senior in high school. You know what I'm saying? And because I was going to college. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when girls wanted me, I needed to tell them to call the house. Yo, my mom's going to pick up ass for me. I used to have a lot of girls call the house. My mom would be like, Dios mío, again? Like, that's it.
You got
like,
another one.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it was
Yeah.
when I was in high school. Nowadays, these kids, now, they're so onto technology. Like, I told my 16-year-old niece, Cassandra, I was like, yo, don't ever let me see you, like, you know, on that shit. Like, if I see you floating somewhere or whatever, we're going to have problems. She doesn't have a father in her life. So it's like I gotta kind of be that father figure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whether I'm visiting her, whatever it is, like I gotta be that. You know, because it starts with the young, because they're young now. That's when they could be easily influenced. Yo, these online strippers shouldn't be angry at men who are educating them, like me. You know what I'm saying?
Have you got backlash from?
Yeah. And I've told them what I told them. You know what I'm saying? Where the potential consumers? You know, most women go into defense mode, no matter what it is.
No, that's
Everything
true.
that I'm saying right now, they could probably throw shit at the screen, talking to themselves. Fuck, yo, you have no right. Pointing.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Because they're in defense mode. That's the emotions.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And
that could be for so many reasons, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let me hold on. Oh, I wanna read something because people be thinking I'll be talking on my ass sometimes.
Have you heard that a lot?
The developmental effects on the daughter of an absent father. So this was studies by Rebecca Badcock. She's a PhD.
Excuse me.
Fatherless households are becoming increasingly common throughout the United States. As a result, more and more children are growing up without the support of both parents, and this may be causing them developmental consequences. While there has been a significant research conducted on the effects of absent fathers on children in general, there has been far less research regarding these girls specifically. As discovered in this paper, girls are often impacted differently than boys when it comes to growing up without fathers. I've said
That's
this.
interesting. More than boys?
Yeah, I've said this. You know why?
That's crazy.
You know why? I'm gonna explain. You know why? You want me to explain?
Because they seek validation from men because they didn't get it from their dad.
Yes, but you know what? I'm gonna explain why it's more affecting.
Oh, why?
The opposite sex are closer. I'm closer with my mom than I am with my father. It's always been like that. Women are closer with their fathers than they are with their mom. Now, let's talk Haitian Dominican household. Strong personalities. There might be competition there.
Between parents?
Mother-daughter.
Oh, mother-daughter. Oh.
So she might not feel she gravitates on her, where the father treats her more like a princess. Father gives her more protection. Father gives her more everything she wants. And he could still be a dominant man who, you know what I'm saying? He still put that law and discipline down, but that's what that is. Remember, women see their father prior to anything else. So once, like, I've met, I'm not going to drop any names, but I used to talk to this Cubana in Miami.
Okay.
She grew up without her father. So once, you know me, because I always go analysis. You know, we started talking everything like that. I was picking her apart, and she was like, "Wow, how are you doing that?" Because there were little idiosyncrasies I didn't like, and I started saying, "Yo, what's up with your family? You got a good relationship with your parents?" That's when she was like, "I grew up without my father." I was like, "You have abandonment issues. You got daddy issues. You got this, that," and she was like, "Damn, that makes sense." It was almost like I was having therapy sessions with her. I was breaking her apart. You see what I'm saying?
You were dissecting her thoughts.
Yeah.
Because when you say breaking her apart, I envision you just like
negative.
Yeah, like you're telling her something bad. I was like, why would he do that?
No.
Got you. You were telling her about herself.
Yeah.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? She was like, I'm on point. I'm like, you got trust issues. Like men that you seek, like you have these trust issues because you didn't have a father figure. This is science. Psychology says 90% of women choose mates to have the same characteristics as their father. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Even if you have that good girl who had that dominant father, where she grown through restrictions, if that nice guy is giving her everything she wants, and then that bad boy puts his foot down constantly, no, this is that, and he's fucking her well and choking her and doing things. Let's sneak into the movie theater. Let's do this. Oh, your parents are sleeping. Come on. She's gonna gravitate to him because she sees that guy that's a risk taker is dominant, just like her father. Her father's dominant and strict and inspires discipline, right? The nice guy doesn't. So guess what? Even though that guy's treating her well, she's gonna repel him because he doesn't remind me of my father. I hate my father and his discipline. But the irony is you gravitate towards it.
Subconsciously.
This is psychology.
Yeah.
I'm not just talking out my ass. People could research this.
No, I know.
You see what I'm saying? So I needed to prove that to them.
I took psychology too for a semester.
But you have any final thoughts?
Oh, we're up to final thoughts already? My
you have
final...
anything else you want to talk about?
No, I mean, no. Half naked pictures, twerking, and OnlyFans. I understand why it was started, especially the OnlyFans. But like we said on the show, if you started it as an end, a means to an end for something, then by all means do what you have to do to get yourself to that next level. But you can't just stay still. It's like being in quicksand if you don't try to progress. That's my final thoughts.
Yo, don't tell them to do whatever they want with limitations. Don't tell them to go out there and be a prostitute.
The word prostitute didn't come out of my mouth.
I'm just saying, you're saying,
as a means to an end? That means, but that means do what you got to do and then to get out of it.
What if it lands them in jail?
That's a consequence. You gotta stop and think. I mean, where everybody, you have to be 18 to watch this show. Hold up, you have to be 18 to watch this show. So if you are 18 and older, that means you have a brain. That means that you know what right and wrong is. You know what the consequences are. You can't go in half blind or making pretend that I'm just gonna do this and I'm not gonna. There's no repercussions.
There you go.
You gotta know what you're facing.
I like that more. I like that more.
You know how many
little girls are looking up to you? I mean, the 18, 19, 20-year-olds.
Oh.
You understand what I'm saying? One thing I told my brother, he's 28. I told him this like a few years ago. I don't care what you do, as long as it's not immorally wrong and it's not illegal. But I'll support it. See what I'm saying? Me, I've already done a lot of shit, a lot of bad shit, where I could tell you and teach you, yo, doing this is going to end here. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I was your age, you were never mine.
Right.
So I could always educate you and you should listen. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been through that and I was your age and you were never mine.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I've always said that. To go into the specifics. So let me get into this.
Okay.
Women want to be accepted. I don't care what type of woman she is. She does. They yearn for acceptance, love, and appreciation and attention. And sometimes it's from strangers in whatever capacity. Those likes, comments, oh, you're so beautiful, blah, blah, blah. No matter what it is. It boosts self-esteem. It boosts fake confidence and more. At the end of the day, the character of a woman is shaped from the man or men she's around. That could be a father figure, a boyfriend, a husband, whatever. This is because men lead, women follow. I will constantly say that. I don't care. If she has a man holding her accountable, none of this stuff would be a thought. Oh, let me post half-naked pictures or twerk like a stripper. Even though I'm not a stripper who really does get money to twerk, but I'm doing it for free on social media because I want to see how guys react. And this is what guys like nowadays. I've been single for too long and I'm trying to snatch a man. Let me start twerking and see how many likes and attention I get. I want to follow that girl, that does that because I see the reaction she gets. My man or husband, my husband is not giving me this week. Let me use social media as the platform instead of dealing with real issues, insecurities, or speaking to him in general. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of these women need therapy. You know what I'm saying? They need somebody or some people who are constantly beating them in the head with this. You know what I'm saying?
About not doing it?
Yeah, because you could go through a therapy session with a psychiatrist, whatever, therapist, and then you just yesing him or her to death. The moment you leave, the door opens, whatever, you just go back to your ways. It's in here, in one ear, out the other.
Yep.
So I feel like this is like, it has to be like a camaraderie. Like it has to be like a cohesive unit. It has to be something that is as a force, but a group of people saying constantly. Whether it's celebrities, whether it's like holding each other accountable. Yo, what you're doing as a guy, that's simp activity. Why are you posting that?
All do that, yeah.
Like, why are you posting that? That should be the privacy of your own home with your lady.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is. Or a girl, yo, girl, damn, what happened to you? You was going through this path. Now you doing this on social media. Now you're going whatever. That's what it needs to come. Too much is like, oh yeah, girl, do what you want to do. Empowerment, like, or men, like, no, I always take my responsibility
a step further
to hold my peers accountable, because they're gonna do it to me. The moment they see me flop, they're gonna be ready to laugh. They're gonna be ready to ha, he got that wrong. They're not holding me accountable the right way.
Yeah,
they're
just I was gonna
making
say
fun
that's
of me.
not holding you accountable.
Yeah,
though.
it's not holding me accountable, but they're ready to pick at me.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So, we need to hold each other accountable the right way.
Yeah.
As a collective group.
I agree.
And it starts with the prominent figures, you know what I'm saying? And then the influencers like us, and then the ones that are like, going to the social events or whatever it is. It starts up top, and then everybody gets on the same page.
Yeah.
It's just like when I used to tell managers at management meeting, and then we'll cut soon. If I'm telling the employees that they need to be on time, or they can't talk in a group while we got customers here because they're gonna think we're running a fucking circus. You know what I'm saying? When they're with you or you and y'all letting them do that, I look like the dick.
Yeah.
Like we're all supposed to be working as a team.
Right.
So if I'm saying this and you guys are not, they're just thinking it's a joke. Or they're like, okay, I'm gonna act right with Discipline. The moment Discipline goes on vacation or he leaves for the day, I'm gonna act right with whatever, Bob, or Julie, whatever her name. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Right.
If we're all firm, then
they have no choice but to abide by it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or you could get the fuck out.
Right. Well, that's like
You know what I'm saying?
parenting. Everybody got to be on the same page.
Yeah.
Yep.
But those are my final thoughts. You have anything else you want to say?
Nope.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you were tuned in to one of the most raw, uncut, unapologetic, real, no holds barred, Discipline Therapy, Discipline Therapy podcast. Peace.